Alright, so to start out, I'm not really sure on how to pronounce the names, but while reading this play, I was very shocked to learn that the mother, Agave, who was in the Menad troupe, the woman who was possessed by bacches, had torn her son Pentheus from limb to limb. I mean, the fact that she was so far gone and was unable to recognize her own son is astonishing to me. And I felt so bad for Pentheus. I couldn't imagine dying at the hands of my own mother. That's insane. And not only that, but it wasn't like he just got shot in the head and that was it. No, they tore him apart and pulled out his ribs and ripped off his shoulders with multiple other women helping out, and it's just cruel. I think one of the values to take from this play is that the upcoming of women. In ancient Greek history, women were considered second-class citizens to men. They had to do all the housework. They were seen as submissive pretty much. And in the bacche, the women were even though they were still kind of controlled by Decidius, they had a lot more freedom because they were dancing, they were hunting, they were doing all these things that they never used to do. It was also said in the play, a herdsman said, "Oh, the woman wounded men, set men to fight. That was not without some unknown paper." That this behind this said ancient Greek men, it was hard for them to believe that women could do anything other than cook. So the fact that they heard that a woman defeated a man in battle was this huge thing, pretty much, which I find to be kind of sad. So throughout the play, the word thyrus kept popping up, and that was one of the things I was kind of confused on what that meant. But I did learn that it's a staff of giant fennel covered with ivy vines and leaves, and it always, I guess, has a pine cone at the top. This made a lot more sense because on page 30, line 762, it says the woman hurled the thymus and it injured them. So for question 4, I answered this a little on the role and status of Greek women. That makes sense, but... And how they are to be submissive. I can go more into detail on how the Menads were depicted in the play. At one point, Dionysius said, "Onwards, my woman, Thamolus, you bulwark of Lydia. You, my sisterhood of worshippers, whom I led from foreign lands to be my company and rest and march." At this point, the women are seen to be strong, powerful women with the power of a god behind them. These ladies are no longer under Thebes' structure of society where they should be controlled by men. Instead, they are running around and doing what they want, which is a good thing, but Dinius had taken it a little too far and was convincing them to kill people. Pentheus, on the other hand, he believes the proper order of all life includes the proper control of woman. On page 21, line 515, Pentheus says, "These women you brought will be said as slaves, or I will keep them for myself, make them work at the looms." This reveals that he believes women should be under control by men and should not have the freedom to do as they please. The reason I believe Elvis is on the cover of the book is because women worshipped him. They danced and screamed their heads off whenever Elvis was seen, just like the woman did for Dionysus. My 2 questions for you, I would have to say, is why do you think the author was inspired to write this story? And also, how could a mom be so blind that she killed her own son? Thank you.